Today we're making the New England Lobster Rolls. They're vegan. Instead of lobster rolls, we're using the hearts of palm. And it's a sandwich so good that someday they won't call it lobster rolls anymore. They'll call it hearts of palm roll, and you'll be with lobster, and you'll be like, yes, we're going the weird direction. All right, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to dry off our hearts of palm. Because they come in the can and they're a little wet, so you want to make sure you're dry before you start cooking them. And then you want to cut them up, roughly chop the hearts of palm into bite-sized pieces. As you can see, the hearts of palm, a little bit seafood-like. And so it makes a good substitute for lobster. So next we're going to take this and then we're going to toss it with a little bit of avocado oil. Really all you want to do is you just want to put up enough oil so that it covers all the hearts of palm. You don't need to drench it too much, but just a little bit, just so that it's covered. And then you also want to toss some Old Bay seasoning on there, which we got. It's a teaspoon of Old Bay seasoning, and you want to toss that on there. Now it's mostly celery salt, but you might want a little bit more salt on there. And for flavor, and a little pepper too, because who doesn't like a little fresh ground cracked pepper? Alright, and so now we toss it together. Okay. And so now we want to put this in the oven, and we're putting it in for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And we're going to let it roast for a little bit. We're going to make the sauce that goes on the lobster roll. So we're going to have the vegetables. That's about 2 tablespoons, no, it's a quarter cup. Quarter cup of vegetables. Half a teaspoon of dill, and about half a teaspoon of sesame seeds, 2 teaspoons of capers, alright, so we also want to add about half of a shallot. Well, this is a larger size shallot, so just sort of, half of cooking is figuring out how much you should add and what proportions, and some vegetables are bigger than others, so you just got to roll with whatever you got. And so we're just going to use half of this for this one. We're going to cut it up pretty finely, and the reason for that is that we're going to leave it raw. So if it's a raw shallot, you really don't want it to be too big of pieces. It might be a little bit too harsh. And we're also going to want to cut up this celery stick, and we're going to want to cut it up pretty small as well. And so you want these as little pieces. You don't want a huge chunk of celery when you're taking a bite into the sandwich, so you want them to be pretty small. So nice fine chop. We're going to add both these to the bowl. We're going to stir up the ingredients. We're going to add a little bit of salt to this. You want to build your flavor. You want everything to have proper balance in it. So now we're going to add a little bit of lemon juice to our mix over here. And a little bit of lemon zest. So we get our microplaner, get some lemon zest in there. Just use it like this to catch any of the seeds. You don't want any seeds in the mixture, so the hands do a good enough job to block the seeds. Pretty good? So what we want to do is we want to take a little olive oil and we want to brush it on the buns. Not too much, but just getting lightly brushed. And then we're going to cook them a little bit, medium to medium high heat on the stove for about a minute or two each one, just to give them a little crisp and a little bit more flavor. Just going to take our buns and toast them for about a minute each one, minute or two. Get a little brown on it, get a little bit crunchy from the oil cooking on there. And
you're crunchy.
Yeah. Alright, so this is our hearts of palm. As you can see, it does look a little bit like seafood, maybe a little bit more like crab than lobster, but it works pretty good. And we want to take it and we want to add it to the mixture that we've been making and stir them all together. And so we're just going to stir it up.
Hearts of palm with all the other stuff. What he said.
Yep.
This is my favorite.
New England, hearts of palm.
I made this camping once and it was fantastic. So it's easy enough to make camping.
Yeah, if you can make it over a campfire, you can make it anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, we add it to the rolls.
It's good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Taste test?
Yeah, taste test.
Ooh. Ooh. Yum.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's got a lot of substance.
Yeah, it's really good.
Hearty.
Yeah.
I like the toasted buns.
All right, say goodnight, Bashi.
Say goodnight, Bashi.
You're supposed to say goodnight, Bashi.
Good night, Bashi.
We'll work on it.
That's all.